Welcome to As I Play Dying.
We're playing Fable.
We're setting off on a grand new adventure that's been delayed by 11 years.
The Lost Chapters.
Oh yes. These chapters were previously lost.
So just default then?
Of the Ann Arbor defaults?
Yeah.
It's French, you see.
Normally you have an opinion on names here, but it really doesn't matter. It's just our save profile.
Well, yeah, but you have to make it, characteristic of us.
Well, what do you want to do?
S.
Oh, God.
Q.
Oh,
you know it's going to be good. U.
Oh, God.
E.
Nothing good starts with these letters.
Yeah. L.
Is it Squelch?
C. H.
It is Squelch.
L.
L.
Y.
Squelchly.
Squelchly. Yes. A distinguished lineage of Castle Squelchly.
Oh, see, I was going to say that it was the adverb.
Boy, the adverb. He took her squelchly in hand.
This what?
This text looks like a PowerPoint presentation.
It is. It's gigantic. I was saying this off episode.
And it's just like white and gross and intrusive.
I was saying this while we were getting set up, is that this was the kind of that era where people were still on CRT TVs and not yet on HDMI, so the heads-up display and the text and everything is massive.
Yeah. Because
it had to be read on screen since resolutions were way smaller.
Uh-huh. Oh, and it's all letterboxy. Are they going to be able to tell that?
No, because I'll be chopping off the left and right sides.
Oh. Ah! My left and right sides!
All of your left and right sides will be mine.
Welcome to today's company meeting. Thank you for joining us. Steve will be here shortly. He's running a little bit late. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. A boy dreaming of greatness, of one day being a hero.
I want to see that PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, this is what it would look like, but with no motion.
This is actually when they pitched Fable at Lionhead Studios.
This is exactly what they used.
And next slide.
Peter, settle down. You know what, Peter? Why don't you just head out for a second?
Go make Black and White 3.
See if Steve's on his way, and I'll take the helm on the rest of this thing. Okay, so I know Peter's been talking a real big game about this, and we're very excited, but it's actually not going to be an 80-hour expansive, immersive virtual reality adventure. It's going to be an entertaining little romp through an imaginative world with people with giant hands and weird lips, and it's gonna be fun, but it's not gonna change the game.
How do we know that their hands are really big and it's not just that their heads are very small?
It's proportion, man. Everything else looks pretty.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you look like you're head of the class there. But no, it's their time splitters proportions. Everything is pretty normal except for the giant meat fist hands that they've got.
Well, that is how you make things look cartoony. Also, good lord, the frame rate on this game.
Is it not great?
It's not great.
No, you're right. It's not great. Every time that you move the camera, it looks like your character is opening and closing their eyes really fast.
Oh yeah.
Or flicking a flashlight over their hand.
Oh, these
you ever
people
do that?
We're hugging.
What?
Hugging's not
hugging?
Howie Mandel the hugger.
Now that's out of character for him.
Yeah, it's true. Whatever happened to that guy?
Off camera, I'm really much more into hugs.
Is he still doing game
Deal
shows?
or No Deal?
Yeah, what's he up to?
I think that show's still on.
Take His Bribe. No. We're gonna be heroes.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be more Ewan McGregor than Edward Norton. The hero looks like Ewan McGregor and the villain looks like Edward Norton.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're the same face, but sometimes the villains have, like, face cowls over them, and it obscures enough that it gets a little more of that Edward Nortoniness.
Yeah, how did I play this game?
Hello, lad. I'm a
What? The frame rate is driving me...
Wide-eyed and freshly faced.
Yeah, the frame rate is driving me up a wall.
Yeah, see, you were young and didn't know at the time.
It's
true. This game was, and I imagine will be again, really fucking fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. I don't remember much about it. I remember a little bit of the story, but not so much the gameplay, because I think of Fable 2 and 3 when I think gameplay.
Oh, right. Actually, well, I mean, unsurprisingly, I guess, they had an idea in Fable 1, and then Fable 2 and 3, they refined it more.
Yes.
But and in terms of the gameplay.
Yeah.
But I think the gameplay in this is actually pretty fun. I think we'll probably find that it holds up in that it revolves around picking one of, or more than one of, 3 styles, being melee, ranged attacks, or magic. and you can focus to varying degrees on any of those.
You can do that in the original one as well?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I thought that was something that had changed.
No, they did it better in each one.
Right.
But you can still do it in this.
I see.
And they're, like, in the little, what's it called? The intro video, the eye catch or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a clip that reminded me of some of the magic you could get, where it's just this giant area of effect, flame geyser thing.
Nice.
And that's cool because when you start out with magic, you're just like slinging fireballs at people.
Right.
And eventually, when you level yourself up enough, you take a few minutes or seconds to charge up.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then you just like, boom, summon the fury of the earth itself and destroy your enemies. It's pretty cool.
It is super cool. Yeah. I think maybe we should be a magic user.
Oh, are you into it?
When the time comes.
All right.
I normally do ranged in these games because I have been a fan of rogue-type characters in pretty much every fantasy game ever.
Yeah.
I'm almost always a rogue.
I always used to do that too, and I've come more into a heavy barbarian type.
I see, yeah.
Which I wonder what that says about a person, like what sort of fantastical Briggs-Myers test you could turn that into.
Yes. Yeah, no, I am always curious about that.
Yeah.
I, for one, like rogue and thief characters solely because of Final Fantasy VI, which is a game I played a lot when I was a little kid.
Oh, so is there someone that you're kind of emulating?
Yeah, there's one of the main characters in that game is a guy named Locke Cole, and he's a thief with a good heart, but he never actually admits to being a thief. He always says he's a treasure hunter.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I just happen to hunt it out of people's pockets.
Exactly. Yeah, but he's a fun character, and I really liked him.
Who is that? Who does that remind me of? I can't think of it.
I decided
the Heart of Gold. He's the Han Solo type.
Yeah,
there we
exactly.
Go, yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent, thanks.
Thanks, lad. You've done me a big favor. There's something about this guy's voice that I remember, like, from across the years.
Yeah. I think all the voices in this game are great.
They are. That's what went so far towards making it, like, making it more than just another forgettable, weird graphics kind of experience. Because the world is really, it's thoroughly realized, it's very imaginative.
And the accents make sense, you know what I mean? Like, within the world, like, everything...
It's not just like, we hired a bunch of dudes off the street, and one of them, here's an important character, so he has an accent.
Right, this is what Albion sounds like.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It sounds like low-budget British slang.
But it's not just British, though. It's like a particular region of Britain. It's, like, highly localized. Everyone has the same type of accent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas...
Oh, look at this shithead.
I don't mean this negatively against The Witcher. I love The Witcher. But The Witcher's accents are all over the goddamn place.
Well, that's a large, kind of polyglot sort of world, isn't it?
It is, but Geralt has an American accent.
That's true, yeah.
That one doesn't make sense to me. Everyone else has British accents, but Geralt is, hey, I'm Geralt.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
Boom! Bam! Boom! Dumb kid.
Oh, yeah.
We don't take bullies lightly.
You should have brought your big fists.
You can tell how little I care for bullies by the fact that I wear my suspenders down instead of up over my shoulder.
That's it's part of the visual code of this world, like hanging a certain colored handkerchief out of your pocket.
Did you say
I'm lawful good because my suspenders aren't around my shoulders?
Like Mickey Mouse in Kingdom Hearts or something? It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, I
don't
wouldn't
remember.
know.
Their characters have all sorts of weird things design-wise.
Zippers all over the place.
Belts, yeah,
Buckles.
fucking everything.
I kind of want to, like, why with, the only increasing popularity and mainstream relevance of video games, why are we not seeing that creep into fashion more and more? Like, why do our clothes not have superfluous buckles and zippers and shit all over them yet?
I have a sort of embarrassing story to tell regarding this.
Oh, do tell.
So, when I was a younger kid, I played the Final Fantasy quite a bit. I enjoyed those games, and I still do. But I was not...
Well done, lad.
Dad, pull some gold out of your sideburns.
Was not wise enough to know that things that look cool in Final Fantasy games don't necessarily look cool in real life. Like,
According to whom?
To me, and me in the future, I guess. So I specifically remember having my dad go buy me a super oversized belt, and then we poked a hole in it so that I could wear it just through one belt loop on the side, and then like hanging down the other side.
Oh yeah, with that rakish angle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can't be bothered to put my
this
belt through all the
properly.
loops.
Yeah. So for like a couple weeks in junior high, I did that.
Fuck yeah. And for a couple weeks, you're probably just trying to keep the ladies away with a stick, right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, his belt's so big!
junior high is one of those eras too where it's like,
God, junior high is weird.
it is weird because it's like, okay, no one said anything to me about that.
Really?
Yeah. No one mentioned it at all, which
Nice.
is like, even my friends, I'm like, you guys are dicks. You should have said, Will, what the fuck are you doing?
No, but that's... I don't know what's better, you know?
Yeah.
Hello, little brother.
I don't either.
Whoa, hey.
You haven't forgotten what day it
But
is.
yeah,
I bought you a normal human-sized nose.
Sorry if I woke
I
you
look
up,
back and I
Elsa.
get secondhand embarrassment from
It was
that.
another of
Yeah.
those dreams.
Oh, the secondhand
I
embarrassment.
was standing in this
I remember
room.
interactions that I probably had there that I'm certainly the only one who remembers
Right,
that
yes.
will torment me for the
My
rest
God,
of my life.
what is wrong with the human brain?
In the small hours of the night.
Why
did I say that?
think about dumb things that I said to people like almost a decade and a half ago, and I'm like, they certainly remember me saying this.
Yeah, they're probably sitting around with their wealthy to-do friends just laughing about how stupid I was. Like, and then he said this. Oh, more whiskey, my friend? Oh, yes, quite, thank you.
Do you have any of those that you can remember?
Oh, boy, yeah, I sure do.
Wait,
Will I share them? Probably not.
Oh God, I'll share one. I was.
Bandits!
It's just embarrassed
Oh, wait a
me.
minute.
I was.
Shit's going down.
He's probably just gonna get shot in
Yep,
the back.
there we go.
I got I remember I was going over to a friend's house and I was going to make some joke of a comment about how it's nice wearing baggy clothes because it's harder to see like how overweight you are when you're wearing baggy clothes. So I start this sentence and I turn the corner and my friend's sister is there. I didn't realize she was there. And so I just stopped talking because I got embarrassed. And I keep thinking, this is like very recent, I keep having these thoughts, that she probably thought I was going to make some joke about an erection or something. She didn't say that, but my brain is like, that's what she thought. She thinks that now.
She thinks that I couldn't help talking about my boner.
15 years later.
And it's colored all of our interactions since then.
Yeah, that was
So wait, is that someone that you still see to some degree? Or?
no, I've never
it's
seen
just-
that person. But that's what I'm saying. That's why the brain is so fucked up.
Exactly.
Oh shit, her eyes cut out. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Did you see? I don't know that it just said that in the dialogue. I wasn't paying
But it
attention.
happens,
but
yeah.
it shows the artwork of her being dragged away and blood pouring out of her eyes.
Yep.
That was horrible.
Oh yeah, here we go. Where the boy and his family lived. It was the. Oh no! What did you do?
They had slaughtered so many to
You never should have told my wife about my affair.
What if you could stop all the action in the game if you just didn't do that?
Yeah. Like, what is it? Is that Far Cry 4?
Yes.
Where, spoiler alert, the guy, the main villain in the beginning, you meet with him and he tells you, oh, wait here for a minute, I'll be right back. And if you just wait for like 15 minutes, he just comes back.
and you go visit like the grave of your sister or something.
Yeah, and then the whole game is
ends.
like, yeah.
I actually kind of
Is
like
over.
that they did that.
I think that's great, yeah.
I saw that video. I haven't played Far Cry 4, but I saw that video and then I played Undertale after that. And
Mm-hmm.
because of that in my mind, I sat and I waited for Toriel to come back at the beginning of the game for 50 minutes.
You told me about that, which I thought was fantastic, because not only is that like, okay, yeah, you're really in the spirit of Undertale, it's also just so you.
Well, she kept calling. And
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Dad?
She kept calling and it had different messages, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, something's got to happen.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
got different messages. Oh God, they set everything on fire.
Mandalay! Everything's come aflame!
I just watched that episode with Craig yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
The fabulous Mr. Bisbee.
I believe, and I could be wrong, but I was watching the credits and I think it said that Chris Parnell voiced Mandalay, which surprised me.
Really? I don't remember a Chris Parnell voice in that. All his voices kind of sound the same, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what surprised me about
Yeah.
it. Is
Dad!
well, Mandalay only has one line. He's like, "Yo, I don't even need this job."
Oh.
He like leaves.
Nice.
But I'm like, that was Chris Parnell. Didn't sound anything like
That
him.
can't be right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it said that in the credits, though. This is like 2004 Chris Parnell, though. So it
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, this guy, Maze.
safe here.
Yep.
Nice.
Hello, I'm named after corn.
You don't want to join them.
It has an I in it? I thought he was named
The
after
Native
the
Americans
puzzle.
will teach you how to grow me.
I thought he was named after the puzzle. Is it really the I version?
I think it is, actually. I forget. Either way.
It's weird either way.
Your father's sideburns weren't enough to save him.
I'm not certain
But
that
you-
guy didn't burn down my village.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Wait, is that what happens? I don't remember. Was he the one that did it?
Suggestive look from behind the microphone.
Was he, though?
11-year spoiler. Yeah, he's not totally on the level.
I remember him being totally not on the level, but I don't remember him being the one that burned your village down.
I don't remember if he is. He's kind of like, he's like the captain in Titan AE.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, man. Go back and watch that.
Okay.
It's an experience.
Is it good?
I remember it being good, yeah.
But I just saved your life. There's nothing
But yeah, it's one of those things where, yeah, like, yeah, now he's gonna start, helping you out.
Yes,
He's
I
gonna be your
remember
buddy
that.
for a while, and then you'll have a horrifying realization at some point and have to make a choice around that.
Oh, spoiler alert for Titan AE.
Oh, yeah, that too. Also, the cook gets shot.
What? He's
Yeah.
my favorite character.
The giant roach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't trust someone who starts something called the Guild of Heroes.
Yeah, like, dude, what do you... Come on, buddy. He thinks you're coming on a bit strong there. The
Seriously.
Guild of totally on the level and not suspect at all heroes.
I remember... Oh, God. It is weird playing this game again. Because this was in that era where I didn't have money for myself, so I couldn't just buy games when I
Yeah,
wanted new
so what
ones.
you had.
And you played a lot. So,
Oh, dude, I pumped some hours into this shit.
So, like, I keep seeing things, and it keeps rushing back, like, memories of me running around doing side quests and, like, other things in those areas, and it's it's weirding me out. It's not...
It's transportative, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Which I like. I wonder about that kind of thing a lot, too, about, just nostalgia and shit like that. For me, I often, when I was in elementary school, I was like, boy, back before this shit, those were the days, huh? And then when I was in junior high, I was like, oh man, elementary school, those were the days, huh? And then high school, I was like, oh, junior high, those were the days, huh? And I just keep doing that as I go from, life cycle to life cycle.
Yeah. I actually think I was less self-conscious in high school than I was than I am now.
I'm less self-conscious now. I think that overall the trajectory of that has been positive for me.
I think that I am a more... Normal's not the right word, but, like, I'm a more socially aware person now than I was in high school. But with social awareness, also came the fact that I have, like, that I'm totally focused on the way I'm presenting myself.
Right, the restraint
Yes.
of being aware of those kind of things.
And,
Yeah.
like, in high school, I wasn't. In high school, I was just like, oh, I like what I like, this is this.
Yeah.
And now I think about how that portrays me, and I don't know that that's better.
I know exactly what you mean. For me, it's been kind of the opposite, where, I don't know, I think I've always been a pretty socially perceptive dude, with however I react to that, but, So, back in the day, in junior high and high school, and every other moment of my life up until recently, really, I was super concerned with, how other people would probably be seeing me.
Right.
Even back, no matter how aware I was of how to successfully navigate social situations, I was very aware of the fact that I was involved in them.
For sure.
Now, I'm still aware of them, but I give less of a shit about how other people see me. And that makes me feel better. So I'm pleased with the way it's going.
For sure. And I can agree with that as well, that I'm starting to give less of a shit. But there was a
It's
time...
nice to not give a shit.
Maybe just from, like, high school graduation until, like, the past couple of years, I have been very, like... Oh, I don't want people to think I'm a nerd or whatever, so, which is dumb, but...
It is dumb. It's not surprising that you might think that way, because it kind of... almost everybody goes through that or gets to it and stops there.
Right, exactly.
Patrick Stewart's going to teach you how to fight.
Is that actually Patrick Stewart?
No, but it does kind of look like him.
You got me so
Time to
excited.
see if you've got any potential.
He does voices in video games, it's not out of the question.
Yeah.
I got excited.
He seems like a really cool dude.
I forget his name.
Patrick Stewart.
No, that
the guy we were just talking
Is that guy's
about.
name just Guildmaster?
Yeah. You never learn his name.
Guildmaster. It's a good name.
Guildmaster.
Punch. Fight. Punch. Fight. Fight.
Press X to punch.
Fight.
And press X
Punch.
again to fight.
Not making much
Not making much of an impact there, are you?
Well, you don't have to be a dick about it.
Well, here, try with this.
My face is blooming.
I have a very oily T-zone, and the sun is bright today, you
Press
see.
the white button to equip.
Oh. Now you've come into the perennial problem of Xbox backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
The black and white buttons are gone, and it was never entirely clear what they got remapped to.
Oh, there it is. It's the bumpers.
Oh, thank God.
Because they didn't have bumpers, I guess.
Press X to hit the dummy. Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah, the bumpers were a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, they were.
I don't know why they thought the black and white button would be a better idea than bumpers at any point.
Well, the black and white buttons came first.
I know.
Before anybody had
But
bumpers.
when they're just like, oh, we should add extra buttons. Let's put 2 weird ones on the side here.
Yo, you're right. Yeah, because I think they were just thinking more buttons and not
Right.
thinking about ergonomics.
Right.
This has been a weird episode.
Yeah.
Talk about a whole bunch of meta and like construction shit. What's the word? Conceptual
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Oh, I should pick
And
this up.
mechanical stuff, and not so much about what's happening directly in front of us.
That's fine. What's happening in front of us is a little kid is becoming a man.
Yeah, exactly.
A tale as old as
Sounds like there might
time.
be something loose in the woods. I suppose we'd better go, just you and I, to investigate without telling anybody. And anyway, you'll complete your journey to manhood in a non-specific way.
Starting your training.
Man, I don't feel
We're just gonna go have a beer back there.
I'm too young for beer.
Don't tell anybody. What are you, some kind of pussy?
No. I'm gonna be a cool kid.
Yes, you're right. You are. You want to be in the club, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, I can fart.
There it is.
Oh,
Ah,
Fable.
now I got a man.
I forgot that there were the social interaction buttons in Fable.
For all the good those do.
What a weird game.
Yeah, Fable was really just a big old experiment. Fable is to video games what you wearing that belt is to your development. You know, it's like, fuck it, man, I'm gonna try it.
I appreciate it, and I think that the water actually doesn't look terrible.
No, I think this game, that's the thing, especially in
Your stick.
context for, you know, like when it came out and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty successful.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people don't like it because of, oh god, game.
Oh, I remember that. That's normal.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not like us fucking up or anything.
Oh,
That's just...
I didn't think it was us fucking up. I just thought it was emulation problems from the 360.
No, that's
Just the game is poorly optimized.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Great.
Slay those beetles. Slay them
So
mightily.
exciting. Okay. How? Great.
The melee stuff gets more exciting when you're just lopping people's heads off. and-
I recall, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be a mage.
if you were better at it too, which I don't mean to be cutting, but you can like just, you know, flow from one attack to the other, and
yeah, but
it's a little better than just
It's been a while.
yeah. My point is, don't judge it too hard on your singular beetle slaying
Oh,
experience.
I wasn't going to.
Come out of
I've played this game. I know it's great. I like it.
There you go.
Oh, can I loot these things?
No, you can just kick them when they're down. Fucking stupid beetle.
Stupid
Don't you ever come up against me again with my beetle whipping stick.
I hate all bugs.
I do hate all bugs. Like, I get that we need them, but Jesus. Why do they have to be so gross?
Are there any bugs you like?
Are there any bugs that I like?
I can think of one.
Like, do you mean that I can tolerate or that I like?
That you
Like, that I
like.
actually feel positively
Like one
about?
that you would keep as a pet.
That I would keep as a pet?
those beetles.
No, probably not. The only one I can think of would be like a stag beetle.
Yeah, I was going to say like a Hercules beetle or something
Yeah.
like that. Those would be cool pets, I think.
If you want
Probably, yeah, because they have some kind of...
servants could use your help with something.
You can kind of attach a face to them.
Get an early night.
They don't have anything really creepy about them. They just have their goofy little horns and they move all slow and they're like, oh god, I don't have complete control of my legs.
Oh, we're leaving our childhood behind.
That was fast.
The memory
Man,
of the oak
I wish
grove
puberty was this easy when I was growing up.
Yeah, like you just have to defeat a certain number of enemies.
became stronger,
Beetles,
more
specifically. And then have your eyes look in opposite directions.
Yeah, what? That's probably appropriate for you.
agile. The nights
The nights with study in the library.
Anyway,
I'm gonna figure this book out someday.
finally, he was ready to become a guild.
Guildmaster, I finally figured it out.
well, at least he's not illiterate.
The little scratches in the book represent vowel sounds. Excellent, my boy. You're doing quite well. 3 years to the day, and at last you've mastered books.
Well, with our childhood goes the
Get out of
episode.
bed, lazy
Yeah,
bones.
as they say.
So we'll see you guys later.
We were
On the next
supposed to
episode of
meet
As I Play
Green Mountain
Dying.
on the other
Bye.
side of-
Your health is low.